Students, you have seen already how to find LCM and GCD. I have given some examples. Now we will work out some more problems on this, which makes use of GCD or LCM. So the first problem is like this: find the least integer. Find the least integer divisible by 18 and 24. Divisible by 18 and 24. Question is, find the least integer divisible by 18 and 24. So how to solve? The integer should be divisible by 18. It should also be divisible by 24. So it's a number, it is a multiple of both. It is a number, the required number is a multiple of 18 and 24. But it is given as least integer divisible by 18 and 24. So what we will do here is, we take LCM, least common multiple, LCM. So it should be a multiple of both 18 and 24, but it should be the least one. Problem is like this: find the least integer. So take the LCM here and you will get the solution. So now LCM is, what is 18? So 18 equal to, you can write it as 9 into 2. So 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 2. So what is 24? How to write 24? 24 is 8 into 3. So 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 1. So how to get LCM? So LCM is, you have to take the highest power of all the factors. Now consider 2 to the power 1 here 2 to the power 3. So you have to take 2 to the power 3. So LCM equal to 2 to the power 3 into product of highest powers of all the factors. So 2 to the power 3 here. What about 3 to the power? See, 3 square here, 3 to the power 1 is there, here. So take 3 square. So 2 cube into 3 square is nothing but 8 into 9, 72. So LCM is 72. LCM is 72. So we can say the required least integer is 72. Therefore, required integer equal to 72. So take the LCM here. Next problem, second one, today's second problem. Find the number, when divided by 16, 20, 40, 16, 20, 40, 40, leaves the same remainder 4. Leaves the same remainder, leaves the same remainder 4. So question is like this: Find the number which when divided by 16, 20, 40 leaves the remainder 4. So when you divide by these three numbers, it will give you a common remainder. It will give a common remainder. So find the number when divided by 16, 20, 40 leaves the same remainder. So what is the method here? The method is like this. You take the LCM first. So you take the LCM of 16, 20 and 40. Once you have taken the LCM, add 4 because the remainder left is 4. The remainder is 4. So you have to add 4. The remainder is 4. So add 4. So let us take the LCM first. Now again same method. LCM you know 16 is 2 to the power of 4. 20 is so 4 into 5. 2 square into 5 to the power 1. 40. 40. 40 is 8 into 5. So 2 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 1. 2 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 1. 16. 2 to the power 4. 20. 4 into 5. 2 square into 1. 40. 8 into 5. 2 cube into 5 to the power 1. So LCM is what? Highest powers of all the factors. Highest powers of all the factors. So 2 to the power 4 is here. Here 2 square less, 2 cube less. 5 to the power 1 is here. So LCM equal to, therefore LCM equal to 2 to the power 4 into 5 to the power 1. Is 16 into 5, nothing but 80. So LCM is 80. So required number is 80 plus 4, 84. Therefore, required number equal to 80 plus 4, 84. This is the method. Next one, next problem. Find the greatest number. Find the greatest number. Find the greatest number which divides 39, 48 and 90. Which divides divides 39, 48 and 90. 39, 48 and 90. And leaving the remainder, leaving remainder 6, 4 and 2 respectively. Leaving remainder 6, 4 and 2 respectively. Let me read the question again. Find the greatest number which divides 39, 48 and 90, leaving the remainder 6, 4 and 2 respectively. So you have to find out the greatest number. You have to find the greatest number which divides 39. You should divide 39, 48 and 90, but leave the remainder. Leaving the remainder 6, 4 and 2 respectively. So for example, if you take 39, when divided by that number, should leave you 6 as a remainder. So what is the required number? What is the exact division? When it exactly divides, so it divides exactly, the number is 39 minus 6. So it divides exactly when you have 39 minus 6. Same way, 48 is there, means if you subtract 4, it divides exactly. Last one, 90, if you subtract 2, it divides exactly, because remainder is given 6, 4 and 2 respectively. So if you take any number as x, then x divides these three numbers exactly. If you take 39 minus 6, it divides 39 minus 6, 48 minus 4 and 2, 90 minus 2 exactly. Okay? But if you want the greatest number means what? What is required? Greatest number which divides. So that means we require GCD or HCF. GCD or HCF, common factor. Highest common factor or greatest common divisor. Okay, let us take the number as x. Let x be the GCD. Greatest number be the greatest number, be the required number. We will have be the required number. Let x be the required number. Then x divides 39 minus 6, 48 minus 4, then 90 minus 2 exactly. Divide them exactly. So that is x divides 33, 44 and 88 exactly. Exactly means without reminder. So we will find the GCD of these three values. Now GCD or HCF on the same. GCD of, we will find out GCD of. Okay. GCD of 33, 44, 88 is the required x, required number x is the required number x. This is the GCD. So GCD of 33, 44, 88 is the required number x. So let us calculate GCD. Now 33 equal to 3 to the power 1 into 11 to the power 1. There is no other. 44 again, 4 into 11. So 2 square into 11. Last one 88. 88 means 11 into 8. So 88 cube into 11 to the power 1. That means 11 to the power 1 only. What is the GCD then? GCD is, what is the common? So what is the GCD? How to get GCD or HCF? Highest powers of, least powers of the common factor. Least powers of the common factor. You have to get GCD means least powers of common factor. What is the common factor? Only one common factor is here, that is 11 to the power 1. Only one of these is common, that is 11. 11 to the power 1 or 11. Therefore, so you have to take the common factor for GCD. Common factor of all the products. Common factor of 33, common factor of 44 and 88, which is nothing but 11. Therefore, GCD is equal to 11 or x equal to, required for x is equal to 11. So in this problem, we have to get the greatest common divisor GCD, which is 11. GCD of what? GCD of 33, 44, 88, because reminder you have to consider. So 6, 4 and 2 when you divide these 3, so it is 11. Next one, next topic, rational numbers. Next topic, rational numbers. Rational numbers. So what is a rational number? We have already studied in earlier classes. So what is a rational number? The rational number is in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers, but Q not equal to 0. Q not equal to 0, that should be the condition, because Q is equal to 0 means meaningless. So rational number is a number which is of the form P by Q, where Q not equal to 0, P and Q are integers. P and Q are integers. For example, 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is a rational number. Minus 1 by 2. Again, it is a rational number. There are infinite numbers. Infinite rational numbers. Rational numbers are usually denoted by, the set of rational numbers is denoted by the letter Q, capital Q. So this is about rational numbers. P by Q form, where P and Q are integers. Q not equal to 0, that is important condition here. Even 0 is also a rational number. You can say 0 is also a rational number. Because 0 can be written as something by 0 by some other number, say 5. Anything you can write. 0 by 5. Only condition is Q not equal to 0. Here this can be 0. Numerator can be 0, but denominator should not be 0. That is the condition. So 0 is also a rational number. Next one, rational numbers in lowest form. Next topic is rational numbers in lowest form. What is that? I will explain you with an example. Now if you consider 4 by 6. 4 by 6. Now, this is a rational number, but which is not in lowest form because it has the common factor. So you can simplify this further and write it as 2 by 3. If you divide by 2 both sides, so it will become 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is in lowest form. This is not in lowest form because this have common factor, you can divide by 2. So what I am saying is there should be co-primes. They should be co-primes. P and Q should be co-primes. So they should not have any common factor. Of course, one element will be there always. Whether you can use one as a common factor, it doesn't matter. So rational numbers in lowest form means it is of the form P by Q, where P and Q are co-primes. P and Q are co-primes. That means to say that the common factor is only 1. The common factor is the number 1. They are co-primes. That is rational number in lowest form. Minus 1 by 2, again it is in lower form. 6 by 4, 4 by 6, not a rational number. Okay. 5 by 15, this is a rational number. It is a rational number. But is it in lowest form? No. Why it is not in lowest form? We can rewrite by dividing by 5. It is equal to 1 by 3. Now 1 by 3 is in lowest form. Important part is they should be P and Q should be co-primes. The common factor should be only 1. That is rational numbers in lowest form. Next one is recurring decimal. Recurring decimal. Recurring decimal. I'll explain it in an example. Consider number 1 by 2. You can write it as, in terms of decimal form. Decimal form is what? 1 by 2 is 0.5. Same way, 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 0.25. Decimal representation. These are all rational numbers. So 0.5, 1 by 2 is 0.5. Stops there. Okay, we are discussing about recurring decimal. I will give an example. Now take the example of 1 by 3. Example 1 by 3. What is 1 by 3? If you write it in decimal point form, it is 0.3333. It will never stop. 0.33333. That is something. Some digits are repeated. The digits here 3 is repeated. So that is what I meant by recurring decimal. 3333. Digits are repeated. Of course, we can write like this also. This one will give a notation like this, 0.3 bar, indicating that 3 is a recurring digit. 3 repeats continuously. It doesn't stop. Recurs. You have to write again and again and again. So it is recurring decimal. This is one example. 1 by 3, 0.333. Even 2 by 3 also. What is 2 by 3? 2 by 3 equal to 0.666. Never stops. Which you can write 0.6 bar. There are many examples. I have given 2 examples. So recurring decimal. Some digits are repeated after the decimal point. After the decimal point, some digits are repeated. Here 3 is repeated. Here 6 is repeated after the decimal point. These are some examples of recurring decimal. Recurring means happening again and again. Coming again is here in the sense coming again and again. 3 comes again. Repeats. 6 repeats. mixed recurring decimal. I will just give an example. So here 6.12555. If you take this number for example, okay, 6.1255. So here mixed in the sense 1 doesn't repeat, 2 doesn't repeat, but after certain stage some digits are repeated. See 5555 repeats. This is mixed recurring decimal. It is recurring but not for all the integers. After some time repetition is done. So here you can write as 6.1251. Mixed recurring means some digits repeat, some digits doesn't repeat. After some stage some digits repeat. That is called mixed recurring decimal. This is example for recurring decimal. So digits repeats. Here 1 doesn't repeat, 2 doesn't repeat, but 5 repeats. 5 repeats. That is mixed recurring decimal. Now one important point you have to note down is, so if you take any rational number, okay, so either it terminates in decimal form or it recurs. The digits are repeated. The digits are repeated. Either it terminates, okay, either it terminates in decimal form or it is a recurring decimal. Either it terminates or it is a recurring decimal. So any rational number in decimal form either terminates or it is a recurring decimal. Okay. Next one, some simple example problems. Express problem. First problem, simple problems. Express each of the following rational numbers. Each of the following rational numbers. Each of the following rational numbers express each of the following rational numbers as decimals. As decimals. As decimals. I give the problem, then I give the answer immediately. First one, which is simpler one, 3/4. 3/4. So express each of the following rational numbers as decimals. So 3/4 means 0. Answer is 0.75. Direct answer. Just divide. Next one, 15/8. Second one, 15/8 equal to, you can divide, so it will become 1.875. You know the division, it is 1.875. Third one, so answer is this answer. This is answer. Okay, answer. Just made revision. Third one, slightly different type. 8 by 125. 8 by 125. So what we'll do here is, see, this is different type. The answer is like this. 125. Okay. So let us convert it into, say, multiply powers of 10. Powers of 10. How? So what I will do is 8 by 125 equal to, in the denominator, 125 into 8 is 1000 into 2 cube or 8. 2 cube or 8. So here also you multiply by 2 cube or 8. Okay, 8 or 2 cube. One and the same. Because 125 into 8 is 1000. 8 into 8 is 64. So we will get 64 by 1000. So this will be equal to 0.064. Dividing by 1000. 64 by 1000 will be equal to 0.064. So numbers of this form, see. So you convert it into 1000. Once you convert it into powers of 10, 10, 100, 1000, then it is direct. And you can get the answer easily. We will discuss some more problems from this side. And later on we will see some more problems in the next class. Again, go through all these examples, try to understand the concept. Students, if you have any doubt, you can clarify it out by asking the doubts by sending a message. Okay, thank you.